Okay, this is my follow-up review. It's going to be the actual review now of the Samsung Rugby 1st Gen. I did an unboxing and first impression video just a few days ago. And after a weekend and a day, today's Tuesday, and I got it, I believe, on Friday. So I've been using it all that time. It's just been my phone all that time, and it's still working. This is just my opinions after a weekend, and if they change, if it breaks, if something breaks, if something goes wrong, I will update. And yeah, so it's working good. Still just as big and just as heavy and just a little bulky compared to I had an iPhone for a while. I was used to that, and then I moved to a slightly smaller phone, which I still don't remember the name of it, but I've just had smaller, thinner phones. I haven't had a flip phone for a while, so I guess it'll just take a little getting used to, but still for now it's still a little heavy, still a little bulky. It's not too bad though, I can deal with it. Well, setting the menu and stuff, I may have covered this in the first impressions, but when I hit the down button and the clear button, they're like very similar, like very close together and very easy to mix up. So that kind of got frustrating, setting different settings, alarms, things like that. You'd get all the way through, try to hit down, go to the next thing to set, and you'd clear, and then you'd have to go back and set everything again. The menu is a little hard to navigate. I'll try to take you through without so much of the glare. I don't know how well I'll be able to do that, but I'll try. This button over here on the side pulls up a little bottom menu here, and that's the easiest way to get to messaging, I've found, which is what I use the most. I mean, I'm not like a crazy texter, I'm not texting people all day, but that's probably what I use it most for. Although it's probably split like 50-50 with calling. So to get to messaging, you go up through the menu, you got push to talk is the first one, and you got to go down to messaging, and it's just a little bit buried in the menu than what I'm used to. A lot of times you just hit a button and there's the messaging. Doesn't really work like that though. So calling is really easy though. You just hit the send button and then you just have all your calls there. But again, that's just something you kind of get used to, and it's only been a weekend, so compared to the years I had an iPhone and probably a year that I had the other phone. I had a little bit of problem with the waterproof. That might be surprising to some people because I did test it back when I did the first impression. I kind of tested the waterproof, just threw it in the sink, made a call. I filled the sink up and threw it in there, but I guess, I don't know, I have water running on it and everything, but had a little bit of problem when I took it in the into the water out on the boat. I thought, oh, the thing's waterproof, I'll jump in, I'll take it in. I gotta record a video from underwater and just try it out, freak everybody out, jump in the water and be like, oh, I left my phone in my pocket. Yeah, I've done that before with my camera, because that's waterproof too. One of them is. But yeah, it did get a little bit of water up underneath the battery. Not enough to cause any problems, but enough to cause that square to turn red. So that's what I was talking about, is that square will turn red. It's not completely red, but it's red. So now that pretty much means the warranty is void. If anything should go wrong with it, then it is because of the water, and it is void. which I'm really surprised it got in there because, I mean, it's got a O-ring all the way around the thing, and then you press it down, and then you lock it in place, which pulls it down even more. I thought it would be no problem, but it did get a little water in there, so be careful with that. Still perfect, stayed perfectly dry over here in the side compartment with this bit of rubber on there. That was just pushed down and that worked fine. So overall, just to keep this video short, it's great. That's the only more problems I've found other than the ones I talked about in the first impressions. So it's a great phone. I wouldn't buy it just because if you're not ever gonna be near the water, if you're not gonna be out in the rain, if you're not gonna be out in the snow, if you're not gonna possibly drop it, don't get it. It's not the best phone all around for like everything, but it's an excellent phone while still keeping it fairly cheap, especially because they do have a newer generation out. It's a great phone if you need the capabilities. Like for me, I've broken a screen, what else have I done? I've broken a screen on my first phone. I went to the iPhone, then I went to a flip phone, then I went to a iPhone again, then I went to... So pretty much I've only broken them through... I've broken two through water. Both of them... Actually, one of them, water came over the front of the boat and into the glove box. The other one, it was in the glove box and the rain was pretty much coming in like sideways, and that was a crazy experience. FNR Racing, I think it's the 12th run, that's got that in there. That ruined another phone. So two of them due to water, one of them just due to, I think I shut it in my locker. Actually, I was like turning away to, and then shut my locker and my phone was in the door. But yeah, this will be able to take that because the screen is recessed and it's tough. So if you need it, if you've broken phones before, if you need the capabilities, or if you think you're gonna drop them, get them wet, all that, then go ahead. If you're wanting to make calls underwater, like on a regular basis, you're kind of crazy, and I'd look into something more expensive, because this one, it'll take rain, I'm sure. It went in the sink fine. I didn't do anything like crazy in the water, but it still got a little bit of moisture in there. Still works fine, but just got a little bit of moisture in there. So be careful of that if you like specifically buying this to call people underwater. Yeah, so it's my review. If anything changes, I'll update, but that's the review for now.